rising. So today I really want to pour myself into this video. Like, I want to talk about what a couple of women, don't let me say a lot or some, a couple of women, there are some that this thing I'm about to say is going to resonate with them very, very well. So I'm a Christian, and I like to start from this perspective of the parable of the talents, where Jesus gave some 5 talents, he gave some 2, and he gave some 1. That means he gave them according to their capacity and what he's expecting of them to deliver. It's going to be very wrong for someone who God has given 5 talents to be judging someone that God has given 2 talents. Based on me, I have 5. Why are you just having 2? Like, you're not doing enough. Why do you have 2? Or someone that has 5 judging someone that God has given just 1. Now let me put this into like context. I be share as the English that they put into perspective. There are some women, there are some people, but I want to just make my own about women. There are some women that God has given them 5 talents. And let's say these 5 talents is they're going to have global or international platforms. Like, God wants you to minister to millions and hundreds and thousands of people. Fine. And there are some people that God has given them national platforms. Like, I want you to be like a strong force and authority to reckon with in your country or in your state. And there are some women that God has entrusted with what we think is just 1. And what does that mean? Probably just their home. Just your home. Just be a homemaker. Like, I am entrusting this home to you, dear woman. Yeah, it looks so small. Like, it's just 1 home, just 1 talent. But that is what God has entrusted that person with. So when I hear things like some women are less ambitious, or wants to compare this woman to this other woman, like, it does not ever make sense to me. Because who are we to actually determine how successful one person is or how ambitious one person is? Like, you're not the one that gave the person the capacity. And who says the person that is on a global stage is doing more than the person who is just on a local stage? Let's put it that way. Because I'm always saying this thing, actually, there's no extraordinary success out there without the ordinary success out here. Because if we want to do all we want to do on the global stage, do all of those things, and then the ordinary home, we don't imbibe the correct values, everything we are building out there will crash in no time. So it's what we start with in the home that will actually matter what we go out there to do. So it still boils down to what I am saying, that we are not in any position to judge anybody. And it even baffles me when people say this person is not ambitious. Like, what is the meaning of ambition in the first place? Sure, I had to go and carry dictionary and start checking and reading, like, what exactly is ambition? Ambition is a strong desire to succeed at a thing. Why is that thing always has to be extraordinary? So if I always has to be about medal to succeed at a thing. What if all I want to succeed is to have a happy home?
So if I get you correctly, what you're saying is that there's a definition of ambitious woman or an ambitious woman that is toxic.
Exactly, yes.
So there's this popular thing that people attribute women who are career focused or business focused, or people women who are succeeding in career and business as ambitious, while there are women who probably are not career focused. Not that they don't have a career, but that's not their priority, or they're not their major priority. They term those women as less ambitious. And what she's saying is that, what you're saying is that that's not true.
That's not true. Or what do you think?
I think you're correct. We need to really redefine this ambition thing. The fact that you don't have you're not focused on your career. Take, for example, Lagos. You see women who have to wake up 5 a.m. or what am I saying, 5 a.m. 4 a.m. to prepare for work. And these women will have to probably be on the road by 5 a.m. And they may not even get to the office by 7, or they'll probably get to the office by 8. Then they will work and they will probably close from work at 6, some 7. And before they will get back home, they will get back home at 11 p.m. And many a times they don't even see their children, in terms of their children don't meet them awake, because by the time the child wakes up, the mother is gone. By the time the woman comes back home, the child is asleep. And the only time the child gets to see the mother is Saturday and Sunday. Now, that is the woman a lot of time they term as ambitious woman. Now, we're not judging, we're not saying that is wrong. Then you now see a woman who probably resigned from her work to focus more on her responsibility at home as a mother and a wife. Now, it's not like she's not even doing anything, probably doing something small that probably is not as loud as the career. She's probably maybe sewing and she's getting money, but that sewing is giving her time for her motherhood and her duty as a wife. Then you term the woman that resigned from her career as less ambitious. That's where she's like that's what you're saying. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Yes.
That it's not wrong. The woman that resigned her job to raise a godly home and focus on her duty as a wife, or give it more time. Not necessarily like she's not building a career, right? That woman is not less ambitious than the woman that is pursuing a career full time, right? They are both ambitious, but the focus is just different. And we're not saying one is bad or one is good. We are saying that they are just different. And it's okay to be any.
And one is not any better than
the other. There's not is superior to the other.
None is superior to the other.
If you are a woman and you have chosen to focus on building your home, right? More.
Don't let anybody make you feel less ambitious. Don't let anybody make you feel less ambitious.
Don't let anybody make you look down
on yourself.
They are not better
they are
than
not
you.
Any better than you. And I know some people will come with this argument of who says you can't have a happy home and have a good career or something. They will like you can have the two or something. But see, you're going to take it for free from me that you cannot focus on two things at the same time and accomplish very well on the 2 feet, you understand? Yeah, it might be. I'm not saying like we should get that to our mind that women cannot do the two things and be successful at the two things. But the thing is, there might be a point in your life that you have to be the homemaker. You have to just take the back seat. You have to just take the back seat to do these things. You should not feel like you're just less. That's just my own thing. You should not feel less ambitious. And even let's even talk about being a homemaker. Who says being a homemaker is a small thing? Like there's nothing small about being a homemaker.
It's a big deal.
Okay, good. You're not just bringing money to the table, or maybe enough or any money to the table, and they feel like you're not doing enough. But let me put it to perspective for you. You do laundry, you cook meals, you clean the house, you keep the house, you administer medications to your husband and to the children. You do a lot of all of these things. Do you know that this is what some people travel out of the country to go and do, to go and nurse older people or to be housekeepers? They get paid for it, and because they have a higher resolution camera and a very beautiful environment, they take pictures and then you start to envy them. Excuse you. And when you do these things in your own house, you feel like there's something less about you, you're not doing enough. So that means it's because you're not paid for it. Abi, because you can go abroad. If someone is giving you visa now, like, oh yeah, come and go to this country, and then you're going to be nursing 1 or 2 old people and they'll be paying you for it, you feel it's prestigious. But when you are home doing it in your own home, you feel like you're a homemaker and there's something less about you. Please, that is not true. And then another thing I'm sort of thinking of these days is, because I hear a lot of stay-home moms say that their husband goes to work so that they can stay at home. I take an exception to that. Actually, you stay at home so that you can go to work. And I'm going to ask you this. Just imagine a case where you are not doing all of those things you're doing, and that man has to do every of those things. And for some reason, he cannot outsource all of those things. He has to do the job. He has to come back home and be the homemaker. Do you think that his almighty earning potential will still be there? I don't know if you understand me. If he does not have to outsource all of those things, he has to go to work and come back. Do you think he's going to perform optimally? So can you see that his work, his job that he's going out to do, you are still like you are doing it together? I don't know if you understand me. Because you're giving him an enabling environment for him to come back home, to be able to relax, reply to mails, eat, relax, go to sleep, and then go back to work tomorrow, and he's performing optimally. Just imagine a case where you are not in the equation and he cannot outsource it. Let's even say he can even outsource it. Do you know how much you'll be paying for those things? if he gets to pay you for doing all of those things,
even paying for those things, it cannot. No one can actually take care of your home like the way you will.
Nobody.
No one can take care of your children the way you will.
Nobody.
No one can take care of your home, your family, your marriage the way you will. Let's look at the some of the dangers or the consequences of the so-called ambitious women. I'm a therapist, right, and I'm a coach. I'm in this space, and I can tell you that there are a lot of career people. Not even about only just women now. Say both men and women. A lot of men, a lot of women who all they did was to focus on their career. Their career, their business was their main focus, and they neglected their home, they neglected their marriage, they neglected their parenting.
Some even neglect their health.
Neglect their health, right? Neglect their relationships. They regret it. They regret it, right? Because you find out that at the end of the day, what matters are the people in your life. Right? And when you don't pay attention to those people and you focus, that's your job. They can sack you and they will move on. They will forget you. Right? They can treat so the dynamics is we need to arrange things better. We're not saying you should not be ambitious, please be. We're not saying you should not focus on your career, please be. But don't neglect your home. Don't neglect your marriage, don't neglect your health, don't neglect your responsibility as a mother or as a father. I'm a therapist and I can tell you for free that a lot of people, both men and women, that neglect their own marriages, they tend to face a lot of problems by the time they are they are done. Right? You will retire now. The one you are looking for, you will retire. Then you now know that part you ignore is what you suffer. A lot of men that neglect the whole parenting and home building to their wives, they suffer at the end of the day. By the time you are in your 70s, 80s, and the woman is the only one going for mugwort, is the only man that is the one traveling with all the children, and you are alone all by yourself, lonely, right? Because you didn't build connection with your children, you didn't build connection with your wife because you are pursuing money. It becomes a miserable time at old age, right? So it's for a woman to decide that, okay, I want to stay at home for the purpose of taking care of my home, taking care of my husband and my kids. I mean, it's something to be respected, especially in a time like this that family values are being lost, right? Children are going wayward, right? Things are happening. We can see what is even happening in this generation already. Imagine what's going to happen in the next. We need more parents that will take parenting more seriously. We need it because or else, once the family is broken down,
the society is destroyed.
Yes. The nation is collapses. So it's important that we need to stop looking down on people. There are even some men
taking it upon themselves.
There are even some men that even say they want to start working from home. A lot of men that are pushing for remote jobs is because they want to probably spend more time with their children, and we need to applaud that.
And some people will look down on them like, he's a pussy, there's something. Like a man that is trying to do like home duties, stay home with his children, all of this, and then you look down on him like he's not man enough. Excuse you.
Stop letting society.
More than what we achieve, like what we become is actually more important.
And stop
more than what we achieve.
Stop letting society define what success is for you.
Ambition is
right?
for you.
Follow your compass.
Please.
Right? You know that, okay, you have 3 kids, and you know that, the way because these children, that empire you are building, the children can crush it
with the wrong values.
They will crush it.
So more than
a lot of parents that build wealth, now they are gone and they give their empire to their children, and the children mess it up, and everything is wasted. All the things you are building, the career you are building, your child misbehavior can mess up that name. And that is why it's important that we as parents, I'm also talking to myself, that our family is very important.
Very,
marriage is important.
Very,
family is important. The way this society and this generation, this woke generation, is trying to downplay the role of the family, the role of parenting, the role of marriage, love. is going to be detrimental in years to come. So it's important that we redefine, and I really respect my wife. Like, iconoclast, so she's really, I love the way that she's challenging common beliefs and seeing how we can shape culture properly. So if you're a woman right there and you are focusing on building your home, please keep it up. Keep it up,
right?
The
emperor, the conqueror.
Now, there's something you used to say, and it's very important. See, the fact that somebody is working from home does not mean the person is lazy.
At all.
There are not women that are working from home or they are stay-at-home moms, but they are making millions. They have money.
Accept the challenge. Yeah.
They have money, right? They are internet technology has given opportunities that you can work from home and you'll be making a lot of money. You'll be making money than someone that's even waking up 5 o'clock and going somewhere. That's the reality of it. I mean, even my wife here, she can testify. She works from home, but she's making a lot of money. She's making money than a lot of people that go out in the morning and come back. She's making cool money. So what I can encourage you is stay home more. You can empower yourself, right? There are skills you can learn that can help you, right, earn from home, and you'll be earning good money. There are people working in Africa and are working for organizations, all around the world, and they are earning in good currencies and good money, right? So we want you to stop looking down on yourself. That's what we want you to stop. That you're doing a good job.
You're doing a good job.
You are raising the next president that our country will be grateful for. You are raising the next industry leaders, right? The next role models, the leaders that will transform our nation.
Them with good
yes,
manners,
please, we encourage you. We are rooting for you, right? We are rooting for you. You are one of the people that are building the fabrics of the society that we are grateful for. Yeah.
After all said and done, we are grateful for the gift of you, dear Omeka. Please let us know what your thoughts is about this video. Thank you.
So, and in no means are we downgrading the woman that decides to build their career. It's okay to build your career. It's okay to build your business.
Okay.
We're just saying that make sure that you're not neglecting your marriage, you're not neglecting your family, you're not neglecting your children.
Please.
Make sure you don't do that. See, a lot of children are suffering from neglect. Right, I can tell you that for free.
Do you know, I'm sorry to cut you short, I even saw one tweet, I think Oloye something on Twitter, and he was saying that 2 9-to-5ers should not be marrying. And I saw a lot of comments, but I said it's true. And the thing is, right now, women don't want to be the one not working. Like, okay, let's say men are already being the 9-to-5ers. How about you not being it? But women want to, I can do it. What a man can do, a woman can do. Hey, there's no need for competition.
A lot of children are suffering. And because of what I do, I know this. See, a lot of children are suffering when you don't have emotionally available parents, or parents that are not physically available. It poses serious stress and trauma to children, like serious. Those children are going through things that will affect them as adults. And as a therapist, I've worked with adults that the problem they're having in their adulthood was because of the neglect they experienced as children. The impact is just, you see them make decisions. You see a young woman who she's just looking for love from anybody, and because of that she translates love as sex, and sleeps around because and so what's the essence now? She causes the mother, the father pain because they see how their daughter has turned out and they are so pained. So what's the essence of all the old work? And then that's how black women, the child, because of you I go and work 9 to 5. The child does not. What he wanted then was your love, your attention. I understand that sometimes you have to survive. However, we think that you can look for, you can balance, and also there are alternatives, right? One of you can be the man. The man might decide to be the stay-at-home dad. It's okay, but we want the fact that we need parents that are available, that are present in the upbringing of their children. I hope this has helped you. My wife, I celebrate you.
Thank you for allowing me. Thank you for the freedom of expression.
Glory to God.
Thank you for allowing me to try.
I saw
under your leadership.
They thanking the wife. The wife say thank God. Thank God.
So thank you for watching. Subscribe,
make sure you comment.
like,
Want to
share.
Know,
please comment.
Share your thoughts with us.
Share your thoughts
so that
with us.
we're here to respond to you. and share with your friends, okay? Till we see you next time. Goodbye.